Okay, you're probably wondering, why does this look so familiar? That's because it is. Hi, my name's Bucket, and I recreated Rock Lee vs. Gaara in Blender.
Yo, wanna see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
So first you're probably asking, why did you recreate this? Like, what was the need? It's a masterpiece, it's perfect. Why do you feel you could just recreate this? Firstly,
why would you ask me that?
Well, I have two reasons why. Number one, it's because I can.
Okay.
And the second one is I've been in kind of an art block scenario. Recently just finished one of the biggest, most insane projects I've ever done in my life. But anyway, that's the past. This is now. The urge to create is too strong. So I picked this fight because this was one that inspired me when I was growing up as a kid. This fight goes down in history for one of the dopest, most memorable, iconic fight scenes of all time. Rock Lee, the underdog. Man's just got hands, and he seemed to be limited in comparison to his opponent, the prodigy, Gaara.
Oh no.
A menacing foe. Controller of sand. He has a big jug on the back of his back. The design is cold.
Oh no,
It looks like it's long days for Lee, bruv. This was a true demonstration
forehead
of willpower. I remember as soon as I saw Guy Sensei give the thumbs up and Rock Lee smiling, when the weights were off, it was a whole different game.
Ah, that is better. Now I will be able to move freely.
Come on, you really think you'll be able to get through Gaara's defenses just by dropping a couple of pounds of weight?
The depiction of speed and agility. This was not powers, this was all down to hard work. Lee had to train to get to this speed, fam. Gaara, discombobulated, being attacked from every single angle, not knowing what to do, whilst Lee, precise, after every effort trying to break through the barrier.
Taijutsu specialist.
Lee finally gets a hit.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Yeah, we know how it ended. Gaara, dirty fighter. Boo, boo, Gaara, boo. But with Rock Lee getting back up, unconscious, ready to fight still? Man was ready to fight Gaara in his dreams. That's crazy. This is why I picked this fight. No matter how bad the odds are stacked against you, yeah? You will break through those barriers as long as you have that discipline, the dedication, and most importantly,
sheer willpower.
Man's breaking through the barrier. Let's go. So, for the blockout phase, because we already have our reference, we don't need to make up choreography from scratch. However, I did add up 1 or 2 shots in as a freestyle just because I am Bucket. I like to do these things. So see this more as an adaptation than a straight up remake.
no.
My goal for these exercises is to keep my animation skills sharp by dissecting each shot and breaking it down for its poses and transitions from action to action. I noticed in this piece that a lot of the shots were quite still, allowing the audience to read all of the movements that are going on. Gaara being the anchor point, whilst Lee is dancing around trying to kick his face. So yeah, an amazing contrast between the dynamics of each character in this sequence. So after I placed all of the cameras and blocked the basic character positions, I then split up the blend file into each individual shot. This part's kind of boring, so I'm just going to show you like this, the layout, and that's it. For me to get on to the next stage, which is... So for stage 2, animation polish. This is where we're making sure everything is crispy clean.
What?
For the eyes and is appealing and does not look like So yeah, we're going back to each shot and just seeing what the character's intentions are, what are the motivations of each movement, depending on the shot. With the main thing of this, there's a little bit of a story sway here, where in the reference we have Rock Lee taking off his weights to then have this mad amount of agility and speed. I'm changing that.
Okay.
Making it fit more within Bucket's abilities and what he's capable of. He's a tech guy, so I'm gonna have him drop his clone pellets, right? And then the clones appear to be the barrage that go at Gaara. But yeah, the pacing really came together. I really liked how it flowed. So once I finished the polish, I did a test run to see the full sequence together. Looked cool. And then moved on to the final look development. Look development. Look development. Look dev is the stage where you make things look pretty. But with this exercise, I kind of kept it simple. Didn't want to go too overboard because it was more for animation purposes I did this. But yeah, I still wanted to look good. So I kind of went back to my default. I pretty much used my bucket shader, which is out on Gumroad. So I used the bucket shader on the characters and environment so that I can have a bit of consistency for the shading there. And then I threw it into the compositor and did some minor tweaks there as well. I would split the characters from the background so that I can have them as separate layers and put motion blur on the background so that it would sell the sandstorm stuff that I was doing with my VFX. And speaking of VFX, majority of them, I'm very excited to say this, majority of them were made with grease pencil. Yes, it was all drawn. So grease pencil, you're able to make a GeoNode setup that converts grease pencil drawings into a mesh. And with that, you're able to apply normal shaders, normal shading groups that you make in Blender onto that grease pencil. And it maintains the animation data. Tell me that is not cracked. You can even do other stuff like scatter objects on top of that drawing you done and convert it into a curve. So you can make things like this. Tell me that's it's broken, bruv. Big up grease pencil. I'm so excited to use that in future. My only thing I would say, and it's more a thing of myself, I just need to get better at drawing. I want to really get good at drawing effects. Because yeah, the capabilities of this, yeah. But anyway, we've done it. This is the whole thing. The whole thing is now done. We've done the look dev, we've done the polish, we blocked it. I said it all backwards, but it's done. The moment of truth. Ladies and gentlemen,
We are about to witness Demo Gaara versus Bucket Lee.
That was the exercise. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I highly recommend anyone that's learning Blender, has dabbled with some animation and knows how to move a rig, find some inspiration and do what I did. It really is beneficial for your animation skills to study. Don't trace. No tracing. Study, dissect, break it down, learn, evolve, improve. Also, for those that remember this video right here,
Bucket. Bucket, if this don't work, you gotta give the 100 subs.
things came up, some cool things that could be potentially happening, so I've had to put it on pause. But until then, this is what we're going to be moving forward with for now. So we're gonna be making a fight scene together. That's cool, right? Subscribe if you like that idea, you know what I'm saying? Follow so you can see more videos, you know, like that. Like it, subscribe, I said it twice. And I will see you guys when I see you. Yeah? Alright, cool, bless. I will.